a big 10-day camping trip in a couple of days, so I wanted to do a little bit of car prep today and check through everything I have in my car and make sure all my gear is there and in good working order. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to get everything out and take a bit of a look at all the gear I keep in my four-wheel drive when we go away camping, four-wheel driving, exploring. So I look at like recovery gear, tools, all the various camping bits and pieces, spare parts I take, all that sort of stuff. Now this isn't the perfect list, but I have been building it up for the last few years, so I do have quite a bit of gear now, but I'm still adding bits and pieces as I go. If people after they watch this video have got some good ideas, then feel free to let me know, keeping in mind I do not take a semi-trailer when I go away camping, so I am limited on what I can take. We'll just work through front to back, that way I can remember everything as we go. Starting in the center console in the front, I have this is a KTI personal locating beacon, PLB, meaning that this will basically just a GPS that will alert emergency services to your location should something go majorly wrong. So I've registered my details online on the website. I think this is like 300 bucks or something. It has last 10 years. And basically if you're out in the middle of nowhere, no reception, no nothing, and you have some major emergency, you can activate this and it will send your details through to the emergency services and then they can send help. I keep the winch control and winch Bluetooth in the center console there as well. I keep some fuses in here. I got different varieties of fuses. I got a packet there as well to cover fuses for various things in my car, including like my dual battery system and the fuse box in there. So I got some spare fuses should I need it. A few packets of earplugs in there for when I'm using the chainsaw. Just have a little shifter, which I find is quite handy if you quickly need to do something up or loosen or whatever. And then under the passenger seat, first aid kit, fire extinguisher, and tire repair kit. ARB tire repair kit for plugging a tire should you get a flat or whatever you do, damage it, puncture it. I'll try and lay it out on the mat the same way it's all set up in my car. I just wanted to do this because I find it really interesting to see what other people take away with them, and I find that I get ideas of things that I may want to take away myself on the trips for recoveries and looking after yourself and your vehicle, and you know, sort of deal with various situations that come up when you are out camping and exploring, because you're not always right near help. You kind of have to be self-sufficient. Now under my seat, and this stuff can't slide out because I got a little latch here which I have to lift up to let it out. I'll sit all this out on the mat and then go through what's under my seat. Have a hacksaw under my seat, a big hammer for just use it for around camp for doing tent pegs and stuff like that, but that's a bigger chunkier one should I need for bigger hits off-road. For example, I don't even have steel rims anymore, but you can bash steel rims back into these. That's for my tyres to change a spare. I just keep that under my seat so it's easy access. That's just for the wheel nuts and that. Packet of massive zip ties, and then a quick easy access tool pad roll as well. It's a crash pad tool roll. And then if we unroll it, set of gloves, and I've just got all quick easy access stuff in here. So sockets, couple of screwdrivers, some tape, plumber's tape. Over this side I got zippy ties, but smaller ones, so a heap of zippy ties there, smaller sizes. And then we got like big shifter, medium shifter, circlip pliers, blade, multi grips, spare blades for the hacksaw, the vice grips, multi grips, pliers, a couple of screwdrivers, Phillips head flathead screwdriver, pointy nose pliers, another blade, a smaller shifter that can open up quite wide but get in smaller spaces. There's the handle for the sockets. I do have more tools in the back, but that's just under my seat, quick and easy to access. This tool roll is really good. I find I'm quite often pulling this out. I'm gonna have a bit of stuff here. I've got a head torch over there. I've got another 2 head torches here. Have some gloves in the side door there. This is a MSA seat organizer, bought it online. That's the wiring for the LED on my awning. Got a couple of bug sprays, deodorant, batteries, AA and AAA. Got the VMS off-road mapping in here, mapping off-road device thing, whatever you want to call it. What's in here? More batteries, all different size batteries. That's a ARB quick release valve tire deflator, so that's the one I always use. Just pull the valve out and quickly let air out of the tires. And then also have just a quick one which quickly plug in and check the pressure as well. That's an ARB one again. Have a Oricom 5-watt handheld UHF radio with the charger there for it. That way, if we're around camp or something, or like I go for a little walk or Kai goes for a little walk somewhere, one of us can use this to radio back to the car, and when we're guiding each other on the tracks. You know, it's got more sets of gloves in here, more gloves. Got some sunscreens. That's everything for there. I'll lay that out on the mat. And then under the back seat, I have some more stuff too, so this just folds up. Now, on that end is all my dual battery system stuff. I wonder if you can see this. Let me check the camera. Under that side is all my dual battery system stuff in that seat slot. And then in this one, fencing wire. And then a bag here with who knows what in it. No, I got some stuff in there. Is that it in there? Yeah, that's it. Let's get this bag out and have a look at what's in it. That's the roll of fencing wire should you need to tie something up with fencing wire, something to brakes or whatever. And in this bag we have radiator stop leak, we have self-fusing silicone tape, we have some kneaded like a putty repair which you can put on like metal and that should you put a hole in something. Got some Utilize clips or hose clamps of various sizes, some more tape there of some type, I don't even know, I think these are like special tapes which can go on like radiator hoses and stuff. Should you blow one, you could hopefully tape it back providing it's not too massive, but see what happens. Now it's got some nuts and bolts of various sizes. I want to get more of these, but I do have a few there for the moment, but try and build up a bigger kit of nuts and bolts. They're all kind of longer ones, but I could grind them down if I needed something shorter. Alright, let's go into the back here. This is where things get a bit more interesting. Got some cool gear in here. Just a gas cooker. $20 one from Anaconda, but it's worked for years. We've got a full drifter recovery kit here. That's what we're using for all our recoveries. Best recovery kit I've ever used. So light and easy to use, carry around in this bag, and the gear works brilliantly. So I've got soft shackles, we've got like 14 ton, I think that's a 20 ton, we've got a big one there, 20 ton, 14 ton soft shackle. Got a couple Ironman soft shackles there too. So just keep a few because I find once you start doing big recoveries you use soft shackles heaps. Another drifter 14 ton soft shackle. We've got the bridle there, so you can do double line pulls with the bridle, so you can hook it onto like both your front or rear recovery points to get a more even pull. They work really good. A kinetic snatch rope rather than a snatch strap. Kinetic snatch rope being it's 30% elasticity, so they're more stretched. They're kind of meant to be like stronger, safer, not as much impact on your car. They're a bit lighter and smaller in that as compared to snatch straps as well. A winch extension rope, big 20-meter extension rope should you need to get further when you're doing winching. We got a winch ring, so that's drift one there too. If you're really stuck and you need to do a double line pull, hook this, set this up so your winch rope goes to it and back to your car, and then that will basically double the pulling capacity of your winch. I've used it a couple of times, and it's more like you can re-angle your winch pull. So if you're, had to do it the other day actually in Coffs, if you're in front of a car that's behind you, you can sort of send your winch to a tree onto this and then back down to the other car to pull them up rather than trying to turn your vehicle around and that. This is just another little soft shackle that works well. It's kind of specifically made to go with this so that it'll rotate nicely as you're winching with that. Then this is quite a cool little device. This is a Factor 55 rope repair knot tire thing. I don't know what the name is, but it's basically a little tool that makes it very simple for you to repair your winch rope should you snap it. it's got all your dimensions and that on it, so you can re-thread through your winch rope should it break in half and properly set it back up again. It's a nice little handy thing to have. It's a Hulk 4x4 tree trunk protector for when you're winching. I keep the back of this quite well organised now with these drifter bags, they're so handy. Jeez, well, I got a fair bit of crap in this one. Where do I start? Super glue, WD-40, more gloves, a bottle jack. What brand is this one? So it's a 4,000 kilo bottle jack. I don't even know what brand it is. I think I got it from like, what is that shop? Super Tools, Tool Pros, something like that. But I don't, the scissor jack that comes with the car, I find bottle jacks a lot easier to use than scissor jacks, and the scissor jack was not high enough once I lifted the car. So once you like lift your car and put bigger tyres on, you need a jack that will suit that. You can always put base plates on them as well. I don't really carry a base plate. What did I come up with? I could use my recovery tracks as a base plate, or I thought if I get desperate enough I could cut some wood and use that as a base plate. That's the cable for my winch. Should the Bluetooth not work, I can use the cable. Got some temp pegs in there, another packet of super glue, and I'm not going to get it all out, but it's just like a heap of ropes, hockey straps, ropes of different sizes for tying things down on the roof really. Oh, we've still got more here. Okay. So much in this one. Tyre inflator, tyre compressor. I just got a new drifter bag for a drifter make bags for just about everything. But this, because my old bag shredded to pieces. There's this proper canvas bag. But this is a air compressor, Ridge Rider 4x4 air compressor. It's a piece of crap. Had it for like 5 years and it's worked perfectly every time. So yeah, it's just like kind of a cheap one, super cheap auto, but works really well. Winch dampener, Ironman one. I actually got 2 axes now. I don't know why I have 2. I'll probably get rid of this one. This is a new one. This is better for camping really. This is just my big axe I had. Just got that locally. It's quite a heavy big thing. It is good for splitting bigger blocks. And this is a new one I got from Drifter. They like make the leather casing and that for it. It's quite a nice little axe to use around camp and that. I really like the look of this thing. Works well. A breaker bar for if I got something that's really tight and I need to undo it, I can put the big breaker bar on it. Got these, actually need to get some more of these. Some fire lighters, like these little things I got from Bunnings that help light the fire. And then my Silky Boy saw collection. I got 3 of these now, I love these. Well, this is actually Kai's one. This is like one of the mini Silky Boys in a little case for him there. Track clearing, vegetation chopping, all those sorts of things. That's the mini one there we have. And it's like a medium one. This is the big boy. Very powerful tool. It's amazing how well these things chop, but extremely sharp. I've wiped myself out with them numerous times. And then this is the new one, and this one is absolutely insane. This is like, you're nearly talking you've replaced a chainsaw with this thing. Like, it chops that good. It just blew me away how well it chopped the first time I used it. So these are all Japanese made hand saws. And check out this thing. This is an absolute weapon. So like, you can properly clear decent sized trees with this thing. The teeth are so sharp and big on this thing. So that's the 500 Katana Boy, absolute weapon. Still going in here. We got another toolkit. This is a cheapy one. Probably should get some better tools, but the other toolkit I got's all pretty good quality stuff. But this is just a cheaper one, but I haven't broken anything in it, and it's got like everything you need in there. Yeah, toolkit that's got everything you just about think of in there, all different sockets, screwdrivers, Allen keys, every type of screwdriver head you could possibly imagine, little open enders, and I forget the names of all the tools. But yeah, you got plenty of tools in there too. And then the last thing, another equipment bag. First thing in here is we have a Noco GB70, which is a car jump starter. So this will jump start your car a heap of times should you have a flat battery out in the middle of the bush with no one around you. So I can jump start my car, anyone's car, with this. It also has like lights on it should you need light, and it has charging points on it. It has like USB charging points so you can charge like a phone if all else fails or whatever. That's quite a handy piece of kit. And then in here is a cordless grinder, so it's all a Makita setup. So I got the charging station, I got 2 batteries, And then I will add to this, I'll probably get like a cordless drill or something next, but I have a cordless grinder here. Now the main reason for this is for cutting various things, whatever it need be. If I snap a CV, I can cut it out so that I can two-wheel drive out of there is one big reason. And just cutting like various bolts or screws or things that break, cordless grinder is quite handy. Got safety glasses, I got the earplugs in the car there, have gloves in the car, got a heap of different size blades and that for it. So yeah, that's kind of the start of a bit of a power toolkit that I'm working towards, but they're, you know, a bit of money. That was all in one blue box. In this one, I won't get it all out, and this is kind of more my day-to-day stuff, but there are a few bits of camping things in here. Actually, I just bought these today to take away some little gas canisters for the gas cooker. This is a new bit of kit I'm using. This is a Safari Global Induction cooktop that works on my inverter. Cooked dinner with it when we were camping the other night, it works quite well. So I've got the gas cooker and the Induction cooktop as well. Induction being that it just runs off the dual battery system and works kind of better in like windy conditions. Not a problem in wind, not a problem in like hot fire conditions because there's no flame. Really cold conditions works well. Gas doesn't work that well in cold. Basic things like toilet paper. Oh, these are cool. There's a couple of solar puffs. You just kind of sit them on your dash during the day, and you charge them up for 8 hours, and you get about 12 hours worth of light out of them. Yeah, I don't know, there's not really much else in here, just like some towels, raincoat, hats. This is the aluminium alley box. This isn't really like tools and that, this is more just, this is my kitchen box when we're away camping. It's just basically all my toiletries, kitchen gear, so you know, hand towels, chopping board. I'll grab the camera. Yeah, you know, whatever, plates, cutlery, toiletries, bags, salts, oils, all those different things. Seen all this stuff before, it's not really anything to do with this video. I just got water here, I got the fridge, I got camp chairs. That's kind of like a fair bit of the gear there. There's not heaps, but there's not heaps, but there's also a fair bit. I'll grab a couple of other things out as well that are not in my car, but I do take away with me. I'll just grab this out because I get a lot of questions about this. I'll put my gloves on because it's a bit dirty. There's a Snow Peak fire pit. It's the large size. To get this from Drifter, I use a fire pit when they're away because it's so much easier to cook on. It keeps your fire nice and warm up off the ground. Keeps it nice and small and hot. Keeps it out of the normal fire pits, which are often full of rubbish and various crap. And you can have a fire wherever you want and not add another fire pit to the camping area, another fire like patch to the camping area. But it comes in a bag. I won't get it all out, but you got the, I'll just quickly show you here. You got the base, which that's it. There's your fire pit done and ready to go. And then you got like your top plates for it for cooking. So you got that and that, and then you can cook on it and love it. Grab this out too, because I always take this with me. It's my chainsaw. Got a crash pad chainsaw bag which you tie on the roof, and then in that chainsaw it is the Stihl Mini Boss 180. Works quite well. It's not good for like massive loads if you're actually going like full wood chopping. We do use it for wood chopping at home. It works alright. I just find it gets blunt quite quick because it really works the blade because it's not a super powerful engine. But I take this way on a trip and it works fine. Like, you know, a couple of weeks for getting, you know, your woods for your nights and that, like, it's not a problem. So I got the chainsaw in there, 1 litre container of fuel, bar oil, we got rags in there, we got all the sharpening tools, different tools. We got a bag here, which in the bag I have like spare chains and a spare spark plug, a spare air filter, things like that. But yeah, that's just a real quick run through. I didn't go into too much detail. I didn't want to make this long and boring. I feel like this video will probably come out about 15 minutes at that. Quick overview of all the gear I keep in the car. As I said, it's not a perfect list, it's not everything, but slowly getting there. Got a fair bit of gear for a lot of situations now that should encounter out the bush, you know, or dealing with like tools for breaking things, fixing things. We've got all the recovery gear for all the recoveries we need to do, all your little camping knickknacks, track clearing, axing, sawing. Last time I did this video, people gave me some ideas and I don't think I got them all, but I know I got that Noco GB70 idea from that video. People said I should keep a jump starter in the car, so I got one of them. I got a few nuts and bolts. People suggested that. There's a couple other things I did, so if you see anything critical here that I am missing, let me know. I don't carry spare CVs or anything at the moment, but I may get them at some stage. That'll probably be good. We've got plenty here though to get us out and exploring and camping and seeing all the things of Australia without too many issues, hopefully, and we have the stuff should there be issues. Now I've got to pack this all back in the car and make sure it's all good, ready, working order, and then get organised for this trip we're going on soon. We're heading off on a big 10-day camping trip in a few days, so I'm going to start the car preparation. Hacksaw for cutting. Oh god. That goes in my toolkit. That was for pulling my back seat in and out. That's something. What do you call these? A socket.